A large section of people believe naming the Braveheart and the new anti-rape law that is being mulled on her will be the true tribute by a nation shaken by her very personal tragedy. An intense debate is raging ever since Congress leader and junior HRD Minister Shashi Tharoor first floated the idea, which has now been disowned by his own party and received with skepticism by several activists, politicians and hundreds and thousands of people in the street who are unsure of the merits of such a move. But Shashi Tharoor's idea has got a fresh lease of life, as the Braveheart's father has now himself supported the move while speaking exclusively to Headlines Today.
जो नया कानून बन रहा है महिलाओं की सुरक्षा के लिए, उसको आपकी बेटी का नाम देना चाहती है ये सरकार। आप
ठीक है,
आप क्या सोचते हैं इस बारे में?
नहीं ठीक है, बहुत अच्छी बात है
जो शशि थरूर जी ने कहा, और मैंने भी उसको तुरंत कल से सपोर्ट किया है कि आपकी बेटी, जिसको हम निर्भय बोल रहे हैं अभी तक, क्या उसके नाम अगर कानून बने, उसकी बहादुरी सदा अमर हो जाए, आपको स्वीकार है?
स्वीकार है।
मैंने ये प्रस्ताव रख रही हूँ कि एक तो यही मेरा प्रचार चल रहा है कि आपकी बेटी निर्भय, जिसको हम कह रहे हैं, उसके नाम से कानून बने। ऐसे पिताजी दूसरे देशों में होता है कई बार। और दूसरा मेरा ये भी प्रस्ताव है कि रावण को तो हम दुशहरे में, हर दुशहरे में जलाते हैं, लेकिन ये जिन लोगों ने ये इतना घोर क्राइम किया है, इनकी भी पुतले जलाए जाए हमेशा दुशहरे में, ताकि जो लोग ऐसे कभी सोच भी सकें कि ऐसा क्राइम करना है, तो उनको पता हो कि उनके पुतले जलाए जाएंगे रावण जैसे दुशहरे में। आपको आपको ये विचार कैसा लगता है?
कोई नहीं, ठीक है, जैसा भी आप करें। हम जानते हैं आप समाज के लिए कितना समर्पित है, मेरे को पता है, इसलिए जो आप अच्छा ही करेंगे। बिल्कुल बिल्कुल रहेगा, मरते दम तक रहेगा।
Well, the Braveheart's father's opinion on the matter seems to have tilted the scales in the favor of naming the victim, as many feel there is a need to make the Braveheart a symbol for safety for women. The move, they say, will also help mitigate the social stigma associated with rape, besides honoring her life. But there are several others who are only seeing this as a symbolic move. They feel better laws, law enforcement and societal reforms are the real solutions, and respecting women will be the real tribute to the Braveheart.
ऐसे होता है, ये जो कह रहे हैं आइडिया बहुत अच्छा है। ये आइडिया सिर्फ हिंदुस्तान में कभी यूज नहीं किया गया, लेकिन दूसरे देशों में होता है। अमेरिका में तो खूब होता है। अमेरिका में बहुत सारे कानून हैं जो कि विक्टिम के नाम से अमर हुए।
मुझे लगता है इस चीजों को और ज्यादा तूल देने की जरूरत नहीं है। उस मुद्दे पर जाना चाहिए जो देश चाहता है। इस घटना के बाद आज जरूरत है एक मजबूत सशक्त कानून की, और उन गुनाहगारों को कानून का डर हो सके।
सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के सुझाव पर ही हमें आंख मीच कर कोई निर्णय नहीं ले लेना चाहिए। इसके लिए सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट की जिम्मेवारी बनती है कि सर्वदलीय बैठक बुलाकर सबकी राय ली जाए, और उसके बाद जो आम सहमति बनती है तब कोई इसके ऊपर निर्णय लेना चाहिए।
It is his personal opinion, and I suggest he is the part of government. He should have suggested to the government rather to give any statement in public.
Well, it isn't just political leaders and activists who are debating the merits of such a move. Hundreds of thousands of ordinary Indians who've made this movement successful have strong feelings on the subject as well.
Yeah, I think government should agree to name the anti-rape law on the name of that girl. See, because we have never seen such an unprecedented people uprising. Okay, so this would be the best time to actually implement the law and name the law on that strong lady.
Yeah, I think it should be named after her, because this incident has brought this country together. We have raised a lot to get some justice to that girl and her family. So I think it should be named after her.
There are two things in this. The first thing that it would be remembered as how the people has come against the social flaws and these ethnic crimes. And another thing is that if we put the name attached with this, the laws against the law attached to this name, it would be also remembered as it would be also taken as a sign of the remembrance to this shameful act and the embarrassment that is faced to this country.
But here in this case, I think Nirbhaya or Damini has been the symbol of a nationwide protest against the current predicament and plight of women. And I personally feel that it would be really great, really amazing that we all know who the girl was, and a law which is going to nab victims, which is going to prove as a deterrent against this crime, is named after her. I think that will be a matter of honor.
Because it's a Supreme Court's order that we cannot declare the dignity of the woman, that we cannot disclose the name and photo also.
Paying an honor to her today, and it will be a great tribute to her for what she has gone through from last 2 weeks. I think India should stand up for this occasion, for this situation what has been as of now, and anti-rape law should be introduced in India, not only India, in the entire world.
It would make us remember her, but it's better that you keep her in our mind and just go on with just the rule, not with her name maybe. Yeah, just the rule would be good enough, because we don't have to relive all the brutality again. It's sad enough that it happened. You don't have to think about it every day. It's scary enough just to walk around now.
Should the government name Delhi's Braveheart so that the nation can honor her? Does she need to be named for her to be honored at all? Call us. We want to know what you think. The number's on your screen. I'm waiting to take your call. We already have our first two callers. The first is Satish from Bangalore. Satish, what's on your mind? Do you think the government should come out and name the victim?
Satish from Chennai.
Go ahead, Satish.
Yeah, actually, we should the law should be named after her. But I think it would be even better if the law is called something like a Braveheart law or something like that. So all the brave people who are victims of this kind of rape, it can be a representation for all of it.
Interesting. You're saying don't name it after her alone, name the Braveheart law so it can be representative of everyone who's been through such a horrific side of inhumanity. Virendra from Mumbai is with us next, our next viewer who's calling in. Virendra, go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead, Virendra. We can hear you. Please turn down your television and speak.
Hello.
Okay, we're going to go on to our next caller in just a moment. But our phone lines are open. You can continue to call us. We'd like to ask our viewers to turn their televisions on mute. It's only then that you will be able to hear me. Otherwise, you won't be able to hear me. But while we wait for our next caller, let me get a quick word in from Aditi Anantanarayan and my colleague who joins me live from Jantar Mantar. Aditi, the intensity of the protests, a lot of people fear could be dwindling. Do you see that on the ground at all?
Yes, Shiv, though, there are not as many people as there were two days back or 3 days back, but it is a chilly winter day, but the protesters are still out here. They're still demanding justice. They're waiting here in this cold, so there's nothing that actually is, there's nothing that's going to stop them, even though the numbers are small.
Yes.
But they are the group of protesters who have been here for the past 2 weeks. It's been almost 15 days, but these people have been coming here to protest and to make their demands clear in front of the government and to make sure that they want justice. They want the government to step in and to do whatever they can to ensure that the country, does not witness something as horrific as it did 2 weeks back.
Well, it's really imperative that the intensity of those protests does not dwindle. There may be less people today because it's cold in Delhi, but I hope the numbers actually do bounce back, because that's what sends out the right message. Deepa is our next caller. She's calling from Delhi. Deepa, go ahead. What's on your mind?
The law should be stringent and they should be named after that girl, because after all, people should remember that something happened to her because of which the entire nation was with her, and the law should be very stringent. That's what I believe.
Okay, that's a personal view as well. Shashi Tharoor completely agrees with you. He's the first who have come out and said that. Let's name the girl. Let's name the law after the girl so that she can be truly honored. She has a real name. She was a human being as well. So why should we name her anything else? What about all these other names that have been attached to her? Is it appropriate considering she was a human being that saw the worst of the world and is now no longer a part of this life? Surekha is our next caller. She's calling from Hyderabad. Surekha, go ahead.
Yeah, yes, the rape law, anti-rape law must be named after this young lady to remember her.
Yes.
And also an award for brave women who resist this kind of terrible rape. That bravery award also must be instituted in her name.
Okay.
And her name must be known.
That is an interesting suggestion. You say that not only should the rape law be named after her, but there should be a bravery award that is instituted and that should be named after her as well. We're continuing to get calls from our viewers. Anil from Mumbai is our next caller. Anil, go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead, Anil. I can hear you. Go ahead.
हाँ, नाम देने को या उसका रिस्पेक्ट तो है क्योंकि वो अभी बेचारी की जान चली गई, लेकिन कायदे में क्या करना चाहिए? फास्ट कोर्ट करना चाहिए, वो ठीक है, लेकिन एक हाथ एम्प्यूट करने का, कोई भी रेपिस्ट शुरू हो गया रेप तो एक हाथ एम्प्यूट करने का, मर्डर किया तो दोनों भी हाथ एम्प्यूट करने का, तो जिंदगी भर वो याद रखेगा, दूसरे लोग याद रखेंगे.
Bloodlust is part of the anger we're seeing out there, and we completely empathize with people who call for violent punishments of the accused. But right here, we're talking about something specific. We're not talking about punishment. We're talking about honoring the deceased. Mangala from Bangalore is with me. Mangala, go ahead. Mangala, go ahead. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
No, what's the question actually you're asking?
The question is, should the victim of the gang rape be named officially by the government?
I don't think so. Actually, the name is not important at this time. It is the punishment, what you're going to give it for the rapist, right? Hello?
Anupama from Chennai is with us on the phone line. Anupama, what do you think? You think that any future rape law should be named after the girl who has died?
No, it should be in something strong name where the girl's name should not be displayed, because down the lane after 10 years nobody will remember this incident or girl, but it should be named in such a way that they should remember there's something bad have happened to ladies. This is the thing what I want to say.
Interesting view. You say that 10 years down the line nobody will remember, but it should be named something that keeps her memory alive. But how could that be possible if the law is not named after her? I'm merely playing devil's advocate here. I don't really have a view on this personally. But Geeta from Delhi is our next caller. Geeta, go ahead. Okay, we don't have Geeta anymore. Ranjit from Guwahati is the next caller. We're getting a huge number of calls on this clearly emotive question we're putting out. Ranjit from Guwahati, go ahead.
Yeah. What I want to say is that whether you name the law in terms of victim, in terms of this great person or not, is not very important. What is important is that we must have very stringent laws.
Yes.
And I would also like to suggest one idea. I don't know whether it is possible. You see, whenever we have a national crisis, we call in the army. Get a kind of get some ideas from the army also how to make the police effective.
Mm-hmm.
I think this will put some pressure on the government also and the police,
Oh, believe me when I tell you, Ranjit, that, the possibility of the army training the police, sharing ideas on how to do things, these have been ideas that have been put forth in terms of reforms of our security forces many, many times since the 1970s. Nothing has ever come of them because of the huge turf battles that obviously exist between the Ministry of Defence and the Home Ministry. But all of that is separate. I want to get in a quick word from our political editor, Javed Ansari, for more on this. Javed, Shashi Tharoor has clearly stirred up a debate here.
Well, indeed he has. He's spoken in his personal capacity, although there is a view that being a minister of the union, whatever he had to say, he ought to have said it within the cabinet. But that being said, yes, right now, because nobody has taken a formal position, therefore people are speaking in the individual capacities. This is a new situation. This is without precedent. In America and in UK, you You have the Sarah law, you have the Megan law, but not in India. There is no precedent, but there's nothing in the statute books. I have spoken to constitutional experts. I've spoken to several former Lok Sabha Secretary Generals, and all of them are of the view that there is nothing in the book that prevents such a law from being named after that brave girl. Especially since the family has now said that they would certainly not mind. In fact, the family appears to be encouraging people, say they are all for this law to be named after their girl.
All right, Javed, thanks for getting us your views on that. Definitely a debate that's been stirred up.